There are all kinds of offensive behaviors that have been going on since the dawn of time. They've never stopped. They've never stopped. A lotus that's floating, a beautiful lotus flower floating in a pond, has its roots in mud. Its roots are in mud. Its source is mud. And then there's a stem coming up, and then there's this beautiful flower. Nobody looks at the beautiful flower and says, there's that mud thing. They just look at the beautiful flower. Right? It's a beautiful flower. It's not a mud thing. But it has its roots in mud, but it rises above the mud. We have to learn how to rise above. If we spend all of our creative intelligence on trying to figure out how to get over Attila the Hun and others who have lived on the earth who've been horrible, then we're going to have our attention eaten up with trying to recover from everything. And we need to grieve, we need to recover, but we need to do all of it fast because there's not time. There's not time. There are bigger things on the horizon. Somebody asked me in a news interview in New York City, what's the biggest thing on the horizon that we need to watch out for? And I said, haven't you read the news? The water is coming. Water is coming. You know what I mean by that? People call it global warming. Forget about global warming. Water is coming. That's what people need to start calling it. The water is coming thing. You know, when you behave in ways that are not helpful to the environment, you know, it's not so, you know, like we've become so used to this thing about climate change and global warming and everything. We need to call it by its real name. Water's coming. LAX is going to be underwater pretty soon. What are we doing about it? Answer, nothing. JFK is going to be underwater soon. What are we doing about it? Nothing. Hong Kong airport is going to be underwater soon in most of Hong Kong. What are we doing about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Manhattan Island will be completely saturated. There'll be subsidence, and the buildings will all start falling over. What are we doing about it? Nothing. So we need to actually pay attention to things that are of the greatest import to us, rather than scanning around trying to think about what we have to forgive and forget. It's best for us to put our attention on areas of very, very grave consequence that if we as a human race don't get on with being prospective thinkers, if all we are is reactive thinkers, then we're going to become a very sorry and forgettable mess and will be forgotten. You know, we need to keep our attention on the biggest possible things. And we need to rise above like the lotus, rise above the mud. You know, there's mud in all of our origins. Every family at some point had its feet in the mud. We just, you know, we tend to purify the family histories as generations go by. All the eminently forgettable people were all eminently forgotten. We only remember the ones that were memorable for good reasons. The best thing to do is transcend. We need to transcend and move into creative intelligence and prospective embrace of what needs to get done. Because there's a lot going on. Don't be distracted by, you know, feeling all upset and everything about something that happened once. You need to rise above it. Yes, you may find that you need to kind of, you know, achieve closure and all of that kind of thing. That's okay. But the best way to achieve closure is to get cosmic consciousness. Rise into cosmic consciousness. It's the ultimate closure. It takes you beyond all of the, you know, the boundaries defining you. You're not defined by boundaries anymore.